Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and Hammer Productions Night. Tonight, I will be reviewing A Challenge for Robin Hood, released in 1967. A Challenge for Robin Hood stars Barrie Ingham, Peter Blythe, John Arnatt, Gay Hamilton, James Hayter, Eric Flynn, Reg Lye, Leon Greene, Douglas Mitchell, and John Harvey. A Challenge for Robin Hood was directed by C.M. Pennington-Richards. Now, this Hammer Robin Hood film is pretty much in line with their first Robin Hood movie, The Men of Sherwood Forest. As it doesn't have any of the bigger names in it. In fact, the biggest name in this one that I recognized was Leon Greene as Little John. Leon Greene, you will remember, played a leading role in The Devil Rides Out alongside Charles Gray and Christopher Lee. But in this, he plays pretty damn good Little John. He doesn't get a lot of screen time, but he is not the main character. That is why. But while he's on screen, he does a really good job as Little John, just like he did a really great job in The Devil Rides Out. No, the lead character is Barrie Ingham, who I don't remember seeing him in anything else. But he is very good in this. On the story for this is totally the opposite of either one of the other Hammer films, because this basically is an origin story for Robin Hood. This tells his days of being a nobleman before his fall from grace, in which he becomes an outlaw, when he was Robin de Courtenay, as he's titled in this film. His cousin is Roger de Courtenay, played by Peter Blythe, and he is the evil bad guy who wants to take over as the new king. And after the great monarch John de Courtenay dies, he is given that opportunity. But not before he ends up killing his own brother in order to get the throne all on his own. Because if his brother had still been alive, he would have to share the throne with him. Meanwhile, he frames Robin for the murder of his brother. Friar Tuck in this one is played by James Hayter, and he's very well done Friar Tuck. There is a nice moment when they're trying to escape, when he looks out the window that they're trying to escape through, and he...
I'm stuck. I can't. You can.
Such a great moment of levity in a very serious scene that made it really fun. And then that's when Will Scarlet, as they are about to be shot by the arrows as they're swimming through the moat at the bottom of the castle, Will Scarlet, played by Douglas Mitchell, comes to Robin in Friar Tuck's rescue and saves them. Otherwise, they would have been killed right then and there by Roger's men. Working alongside Roger, of course, is the Sheriff of Nottingham, played by John Arnatt. And he does a really good job playing the Sheriff of Nottingham. He is another actor that I don't remember ever seeing him in anything else. And then the Lady Marian we are introduced to in this is really off-putting because she is a snob woman and is right there with the Sheriff of Nottingham and Roger, helping them. But as it turns out, that is not the real Lady Marian. It is an imposter. And the real Lady Marian is calling herself Mary, pretending to be a servant. Now, this part of the film, I just did not understand why she was doing this. But yes, Lady Marian is pretending to be a servant earlier in the film. And this imposter is playing up being the real Lady Marian. Which was kind of off-putting because it makes you think that Lady Marian in this was a total dipshit that was working with. But thankfully, by the end of it, it was revealed that it was false. It was fake. The rest of the cast in this is pretty good too. Eric Flynn plays Alan Dale, and he is very good in this. There's a moment early when Robin de Courtenay is trying to protect this boy who was being attacked by Sir Roger's man, Wallace, played by John Harvey. This is where I thought, since this was a prequel, I thought the boy was going to be a young Robin, and then later on we were going to see him grow up. But as it turns out, the young boy is Lady Marian's little brother. So that was a nice little twist that I didn't see coming. And Robin ends up getting knocked on his ass by Alan Dale.
Norman pig!
And later on, though, Alan Dale does come to their rescue when Friar Tuck and Robin are trying to escape from the Sheriff of Nottingham. It's a very interesting story here. Little John does not join Robin with Alan Dale and the other outlaws until late in the film. And when he does, it really, that's when everything kick starts and it feels like a real Robin Hood film. Leon Green's Little John is basically the strong man that's kicking everybody's asses for Roger until he finds out that Robin has been framed and everything, and then he joins up with them, even pretending to get his ass kicked by Robin in a competition to help him to get the upper hand on Roger and the Sheriff of Nottingham. But by the end of this film, it really is well directed and well put together by C.M. Pennington-Richards. I don't know why this guy has such a long-ass name, but he is quite the director. I mean, he was on a very small budget on this film, and yet he does a very good job for the budget that he has on this one. So I would say this one is not as good as Sword of Sherwood Forest, but I would say it's just a tad better than Men of Sherwood Forest. So I will give this one a 8.5 out of 10. If you can find it, search this one out. It is a really fun origin story variation on Robin Hood. But have you seen the movie already? If you have, what did you think of it? Do you agree with my rating? Has my review of this movie made you want to seek out this movie? Let me know in the comments down below. And as usual, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, because it really does help this channel out a lot. Alright, that's it for another Hammer Productions night. Hope you will join me tomorrow for Action Movie Night. Hope to see you then. Thank you for watching.